Hello, welcome back to Hey Miss Kelda. This is Kelda Lane Poynott, and today's question is my second favorite of all time. What about prom? Whenever I would tell people that we were homeschooling for high school or we were working in that direction, or even when they were in elementary school, and I would get the question, what about prom? And I thought for a minute and I didn't really know at that time. And as we got older and had different opportunities and different friend groups, I realized that it wasn't just that they were asking, "What about prom?" but they were asking about, "What about all the extra stuff that goes along with traditional schooling?" Prom, sports, clubs, different, travel opportunities, band, like all of these things that kind of made up our the extracurriculars of our high school experience. And so when they would say, "Well, what about prom?" I knew later that that was encompassing a lot of other opportunities. Are my kids going to miss out? If I homeschool them, are they going to miss out on some of those rites of passage, on some of those life experiences that we take for granted when we are involved in a school environment, in a traditional school environment? And as we approached middle school, high school, especially into high school, my children got invited to go to proms and dances and different functions with students from public and private schools. That just became a thing. They went with their friends. It was fun. They went with their cousins. It was fun. Then we were also in a large group community of homeschoolers. We had spring formal. We had homecoming dances. We had different functions that would be normal to high schoolers and social events that were happening. Also with sports, my my sons especially played sports in elementary school in the community leagues, our park leagues, our rec leagues. And then as we moved into middle school, they continued to play. And then in high school, my middle son was able to play on a homeschool team for 3 years. So eighth, ninth, 10th grade, he played on a homeschool team. Then in 11th and 12th grades, he actually played football and ran track and weightlifted, and he played with a private school as a homeschooler. He was able to play. My third son comes up the ranks, and he actually played golf for the same private school, and these were opportunities that were just opened up to us. Um, we didn't really pursue any of this to go, hey, can my son play there? But that is an option. And as long as they're zoned in that school in Louisiana, that is an option for your child to play with a school as a homeschooled student. And even as a homeschool team, we were given so many opportunities to still do the things that, you know, were available to traditionally schooled high schoolers. We were involved in Key Club. There are robotics teams. There's so many activities out there for high schoolers that are some are exclusive to homeschoolers and some are just open to homeschoolers. And we have built that community over the time that we've lived here. So in, 17 years that we've lived here, it's been a beautiful unfolding of all the opportunities that have been provided for us as homeschoolers, the doors that have opened for us. So, what about prom? Well, with Corona, everything got canceled. All the proms got canceled. All the end of year activities got canceled. So my daughter, who was a senior this year, said, "Mom, can we have a home prom?" Which I thought was hilarious because, of course, we can have a home prom. We've homeschooled. Why can't we just throw that in and have a home prom? So cousins came, friends came, aunts and uncles came. It was a big family party. We all dressed up in our formals, and we had, even some flowers and corsages were shared, and a couple of people had quote unquote dates, and we line danced in our living room. We had a big bunch of fun out by the pool. We had just a really good end of schooling celebration with friends and family, and it was beautiful. So, what about prom? Well, if you don't have an opportunity to participate in a traditional school prom, a public school or a private school prom, then throw your own prom. Get your buddies together, have a big dance, make it a big family event. It can be a really neat way to show those rites of passage and still have those experiences through high school. So um, I encourage you to be creative about prom. We sure were this year. We didn't really have a choice, but she had a great dress, so we needed to have a dance, right? And her friends had dresses, so we needed to take advantage of that. Um, so, with the concern about what your child might be missing out on in by not going to high school or by not going to school, I think that you're going to find that there are other opportunities for you that are equally as good, if not better, and a better fit for your child. So we made do with what we had, and I'm very pleased that that's what we had the opportunity to do. And I think it just kind of rounded out our schooling career of 20 years. So when you're concerned about prom and other activities, just know that there are many options and many opportunities for homeschoolers. You can find me on Patreon, Facebook, you can email me, and you can also find my written works on Amazon.com. Thanks. Have a great day.